A Boy and a Dream. There was a boy named Rafi who lived in a small village in Bangladesh. He loved books, movies, and music, but only one thing stood in his way. He didn't know English. One day, his teacher said, "Rafi, if you learn English, the world will open up to you. You can read more, learn more, and go anywhere." That night, Rafi sat in his room and made a plan. He wrote at the top of his notebook, "How to learn English." Under it, he made a list. 1. Learn 5 new English words every day. 2. Watch English cartoons with subtitles. 3. Read short English stories. 4. Speak English with friends, even if it's wrong. 5. Keep an English diary. At first, it was hard. He forgot words, made mistakes, and felt shy. But he didn't stop. Every day, he read a little. Every day, he listened. Every day, he tried. After 6 months, he stood in front of his class and said in clear English, "My name is Rafi. I want to learn, and I will never give up." One morning, Rafi's school announced something exciting. "There will be an English speech competition next month," the head teacher said. "The winner will go to Dhaka to visit an international book fair." Rafi's heart started beating fast. Could I do it, he thought? Can I speak in English in front of everyone? He almost didn't sign up. But then he remembered the promise he made to himself. I will never give up. So he wrote his name on the list. Every day after school, Rafi practiced his speech. He stood in front of a mirror and spoke out loud. He asked his English teacher to help him fix his mistakes. At night, he listened to English videos and repeated sentences. 1 week before the competition, he got nervous. His friend said, "Don't worry, Rafi. Even if you make a mistake, we'll still be proud of you." Finally, the day arrived. Rafi walked onto the stage. His hands were shaking, but he looked at the crowd and smiled. "Good morning, everyone," he began. "My name is Rafi, and I believe English is not just a subject. It is a bridge to the world." His voice grew stronger with each word. He talked about his journey, his struggles, and his dream of becoming a teacher one day. When he finished, the room was silent for a moment. Then, applause. Loud, joyful, proud. Rafi won the competition. Rafi had never been to Dhaka before. When the train arrived, he looked out the window with wide eyes. Tall buildings, buses, shops, people speaking many languages. It was a different world from his quiet village. At the International Book Fair, Rafi saw books from all over the world. Some were in Bengali, but many were in English. He smiled, knowing now he could understand the titles and even read a few pages. A kind man at one of the stalls said, "Would you like a free English book, young man?" Rafi nodded shyly. "Yes, sir. I love learning English." The man handed him a book titled, "The World in Your Words." Then he asked, "Why do you want to learn English?" Rafi thought for a moment. Then he said, "Because English lets me learn anything. It helps me speak to the world." The man smiled. "That's a powerful reason. Keep going." Later that day, something unexpected happened. A journalist from a local newspaper came to the fair and heard about Rafi's story. "Can we interview you?" she asked. Rafi was nervous but said yes. He answered her questions in English. She was impressed and said, "You're inspiring. Many children will read your story tomorrow." That night in his hotel room, Rafi opened his notebook and wrote, "Today, English helped me do something big. Tomorrow, it will help me do even more." He looked out the window at the bright Dhaka lights and felt proud, not just because he won, but because he grew. When Rafi returned to his village, everyone greeted him with cheers. His parents were proud, his teacher was smiling, and even the younger kids ran up to him shouting, "Rafi, bye! You were in the newspaper." But Rafi didn't let the attention make him proud in the wrong way. Instead, he thought, now it's my turn to help others. The next week, he did something special. He asked the head teacher, "Can I start a small English club after school for anyone who wants to learn?" The head teacher agreed. Soon, every afternoon, Rafi sat under the big banyan tree outside the school. With just a whiteboard and some old notebooks, he began teaching English to the younger students, simple words, daily phrases, and fun stories. He made games like Word of the Day and acted out and guessed the object in English. Everyone loved it. Even some parents came to listen. One day, his friend asked, "Rafi, why are you doing this for free?" Rafi smiled and said, "Because someone once helped me, and English gave me a dream. Now I want to give others a dream too." Years later, that little club became a real language center, and Rafi became a teacher, just like he always dreamed. But no matter how far he went, he never forgot the first step. He decided to try. Thank you for watching my videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.